Well, hey, my friends, this is Joanna. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you have been watching my past videos, you know that my projects are very simple. And this one is another very simple pendant that you are absolutely going to love it. Alright, so I rolled out clay on the thickest setting of the pasta machine. That is going to be the thickness of my pendant. And I'm going to be using all those circles. They are for jewelry making. I believe they might be for earrings. And you know, I don't make very many earrings. Actually, I don't make any earrings. But I got these because I thought with this project in mind, and they really worked out exactly the way I wanted them to work out. So now you're going to take them and you're going to place them on clay. Now they're not very thick, so they're not going to go through the bottom of the clay. So you're just basically placing them on top, and you're going to squish them a little bit so that they are nicely set. They are not moving, but you also don't want the clay to be popping up too much. You want just a little bit of the space between the ring and the clay, the top of the clay, so that because we're going to be applying products to it, so you want to make sure that they stay within the lines. Now I was trying to see if I have a cutter that fits it, but I didn't have a cutter that fits it. Fits the size. So I just took it and I cut it out with X-Acto knife. Easy peasy pumpkin squeezy. It's just a very quick thing to do, and there you have your pendant. Now I decided that I'm going to add additional rings to it. So actually my project has more rings than those 3 rings. As you can see, I just kind of went crazy with it. I found other rings and I just added them all. Now I'm going to be using alcohol inks, but these are metallic alcohol inks and they are amazing. You have to shake them really well, and you also have to close them very well after you're done, because the alcohol is going to evaporate and you're going to be left just with the powder. So there you have it. I am going to start applying that alcohol ink inside those different in between those different rings. Now the alcohol ink goes on so beautifully and it looks so shimmery and gorgeous on the black. I love it, but it will not get into those little tiny crevices unless you help it with maybe a toothpick or a brush like I'm doing it here. So now it's all just a matter of applying the different colors, and I am going to list all the colors that I have used and the description below, but honestly you can do rainbow, or like an ombre would be really fun as well. But you can see here why I said not to push the rings too far in, because you still want to make sure that there is some space for the alcohol ink to go in, you know, so that it doesn't overflow to the other colors, so that they are not mixing. And now we continue on, and you can kind of see that different colors kind of act in a different way, and I'm not sure why, if they are just made of different things. Like that bronze felt like it was completely different than all the other colors that I was using, but you just get used to it. You kind of have to get to know your colors, sort of. And I'm putting some red in the middle. That's going to be the center of my pendant, and silver is going to be the last one to go on, and that way everything is going to be finished and nicely covered. Now if you're going to spill any paint or alcohol ink on the silver rings, just use a Q-tip with alcohol and clean it off, and it's not a big deal. But you can see that a little bit of gold went to my red area or burgundy area, so I just added a little bit of more alcohol ink to fix it, and it was not a problem at all. Actually, I was thinking that would have been pretty if you mix those alcohol inks in there. And there you have it. I let it dry, and I applied resin to it, and this is how this pendant came out. So simple. Now I added some bedazzling into the center when I was applying the resin, so you can see that it's a little bit shinier in the middle, but you can, you can decorate it whichever way you want it, or you don't have to decorate it at all because it is just beautiful as it is. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video, and till next time, ta-ta!